This is starting before the battle even started. So the players are seated for our next match. Ross, I'm excited. We're gonna see Goreson. You talked about mastering Pokemon. I'm pretty sure we're gonna see Machamp versus Lucario here. XAbsoluted mastering Lucario, Goreson mastering Machamp. This is gonna be awesome. Machamp wants to get close to Lucario, maybe abusing the projectiles to get in that range, dish out damage. Lucario maybe wants to stay away from the Machamp. Well then, you can always use Bone Rush and get in close and start using your combos. So this is gonna be a really tough match.
And he's got his Aura Sphere, you know, just push that A button, throw out an Aura Sphere. I do like the fact that we were talking about the two players who clearly have mastered one particular Pokemon and giving them props for doing so, and then we turn around and who's on stream? It's those two players. And I mean, clearly here we're going to see a really good Machamp against a really good Lucario. We are off, and Goreson and Machamp, no surprise, they are working their way in.
We see the bulk up from Machamp, and we see a close range match right off the beginning. Lucario getting the first hits of the day. Goreson trying to get in closer, but Lucario is really good at the moment to get Machamp away, and he comes in and gets off some damage, but
and we saw those little crouching pokes. Me and Solomon were talking about this the last time we saw this Lucario on stream. It's a really good attack that Lucario has, just poking away, creating those opportunities to pick up bigger attacks in the future.
Yeah, this is what Lucario is good at. Like, if he uses the time Machamp uses block up for charging the Aura Sphere, it stops Machamp from getting in easy. Machamp has to jump in, and Lucario could punish those jumps better. Well, we see a really nice combo there from Lucario, and there comes the Aura Sphere. Machamp trying to get in close again, but this is a really even match. Lucario goes into burst mode, Mega Lucario making an appearance and trying to get off the last damage from Machamp, but Machamp really does a nice jump there.
And he's fending off. Oh no! Here comes the Aura Blast, and it's going to hit! This Aura Blast is going to hit. It's going to do great amounts of damage, and it's not going to KO. No, it is going to KO.
It is, Ross. We see the first knockout. Lucario knocking out the Machamp. Actually, it was Mega Lucario.
Really well done. Of course, we should remember that XAbsoluted came through the winner's bracket yesterday. Goreson did take a loss and come through the loser's bracket, so XAbsoluted does really have a taste for winning. We see that grab from Machamp. We know how much damage that grab does.
This is what Machamp is known for, getting off the big attacks. Not the most attacks, but the most hurting attacks.
We see the wake up slap there, but Lucario comes back, knocks us into field phase, and you know, working on that synergy gauge with the force palm like Solomon mentioned for us earlier. We see Machamp trying a bit of zoning, but it's all a fake. He really wants to get into dual phase, and that grab is no, leave him on 4 HP. Throw out a little fist projectile. It'll work. Yay!
Oh, you called it, Ross.
I'm a little proud of myself, Seppi, I'm going to be honest.
Goreson evening up. That was really well played. You see Machamp doing the Sony game, but now Machamp is again going for the bulk up, getting in close, trying to get off the grabs, all the big close combats. Oh, there we see it.
Speaking of close combat, there's a close combat.
And look at the damage close combat deals. He doesn't want to. Now he got the life lead, so he's okay when Lucario stays away and doesn't fire off projectiles. But Lucario got in and got close again. But Machamp can't punish like everyone wants. They get close. But speaking about punish, Machamp tried to go for bulk up, and XAbsoluted really abused that by getting off an attack.
He got the Bone Rush in there. Of course, bulk up gives you access to one enhanced attack, but the difficulty is that it also leaves you vulnerable. He got the bulk up there, but in comes Mega Lucario, in comes Jirachi and his wish, and now we see Synergy Burst Machamp. He's big, he's red, he's angry.
He's big, he's red, he's angry, and he just needs 1 or 2 hits to get Lucario down.
And Dynamic Fury,
no.
not going to hit. Fair bit of chip damage, but now he rushes in, he knocks him over. He's working, but there's a grab from Lucario.
Oh, what a well-timed grab, getting into field phase again. Machamp gets off the nice counter. buying some time and...
Oh no, he misses with a close combat, and now he's being punished by Lucario. Oh, such a close game. But XAbsoluted takes that first set, and that's so heartbreaking for Goreson. You can see him on the face cam, he's not happy about that. He thought he had it, he thought he was going to hit with a close combat and win that game, but he missed, and then Lucario standing behind Machamp, and he gets a counter for the win. That was so close.
Well, excellent punish by XAbsoluted, and Goreson was pretty sure to hit that close combat, and because he wasn't happy about not hitting it and getting knocked out. So again, we are in for another match, and Machamp gets off a really strong counter. We are pretty close right now. Lucario getting the bone rush. Machamp tries to get in really close again, getting off the close combat, and look at the damage.
So much damage. He does the bulk up. He gets one enhanced move. He uses it. No, he doesn't actually use it. Sorry, my apologies. That's his backwards ranged attack. He's still got those red fists. He can have one enhanced attack. He uses it for a submission, which does like 180 damage.
And Lucario is left with only 18 HP. This is really dangerous for Lucario. He wants to get in close. He wants to deal damage, but Machamp can punish this with a grab, for example, for the knockout.
Really nicely done there from Goreson. He knows what he's doing with Machamp, and you know, one more game he wants to even up this set. And this is a real good example of two players who have mastered their characters.
Definitely, and Goreson still got time and the ability to use the synergy mode, go into there and get off huge amount of damage. We see 600 HP left for Lucario. Lucario is untouched, but once Machamp gets off a combo and finishing it off with a submission or a close combat,
something like an enhanced submission. An enhanced submission right now would be awesome. Unfortunately, Lucario's not giving him any time. We do see him coming in with a bone rush there. He gets that just little attack, that crouching attack he loves so much. But now we see the synergy burst. And oh no, we see the, I believe that was an extreme speed, that up a counter attack of his, and a bone rush for the win.
He finishes it off. Whoa, this was pretty convincing by XAbsoluted. He really left no space for Goreson at all, and Goreson was down on the edge, and he activated the synergy mode to get back, but XAbsoluted punished almost every move. So and again we see the grab from the Machamp.
Grabs punish,
yeah.
But Machamp's grab really punishes. Speaking of which, I mean, lots of damage being done there. We do see Lucario jumping over him, doing that low, weak attack. Now he's coming in, does a little bit more damage, and there we just see that little low attack of Lucario's. Looks a little bit like a force palm, but it's not. He's using it an awful lot, and it gives openings, especially in a forward. Oh, but there we see Machamp with a grab, and there ain't much health left on Lucario.
No, now Machamp can play the zoning game and try to avoid the... Oh, no zoning game at all. What a nice rush in there. Machamp looks happy now. Evening up 1-1. Goreson versus XAbsoluted. Really awesome match at the moment, Ross. It's such an even match by two Pokemon masters.
And you're seeing very quick adaptations adaptations in this game. Both players are adapting to what the other's doing, but not on a big level, on a very small level. Too much blocking, I'll use a grab. Too much zoning, I'll, use my counter. Yeah. Now Lucario's using a bit of zoning because he hasn't really done it before. There's lots of little corrections being made in this game, which are very high level.
Yeah, both players know each other, and the mind game already started. Like, they know how they play, they know what they are gonna do, and those little adaptations, like, look at this punish for the grab. Lucario is again in the life lead now, and Lucario can play the zoning and try to get away from Machamp, but Machamp tries to get in close and got Lucario on the wall, got time for bulk up.
Tries to do the enhanced close combat after the bulk up, but it is blocked. Chip damage is good, but now we see some countering action. Now we see the synergy burst on the Machamp, and now he's using the Dynamic Fury.
He was using the Dynamic Fury just to get Lucario back to the wall. He is in the life lead now, just needs one more hit, and there we go.
Didn't even need that close combat in the end. Now this game seems to have swung around. It was all XAbsoluted early, but now Goreson won the set. He's one game up.
Oh, this was nice. He abused the time Machamp used for the bulk up to get in close and get off a really nice combo there. And the combo did, well, now it stopped.
Well, he recognised that Goreson is very often starting the game with a bulk up, so he really took advantage of that, and that was very nicely done there. Now we do see him running in for submission, cancels it, and now he's working on breaking the guard of Lucario, but Lucario jumps behind, gets a little combo of his own.
Definitely. Now Machamp is back on the wall, and Lucario combos into it. Machamp still wants to get out of there and starts a little combo followed by a grab, and look at the damage rush. This is incredible. Again, getting off the bulk up, Lucario goes into synergy mode, getting to be Mega Lucario, and this is gonna be blocked.
Aura Blast is blocked, chip damage, but nothing more. Now we see an attack goes right through. That's very nicely done. Now we see a synergy burst from Machamp here, running forward. Oh, here's another Dynamic Fury. It's not going to hit, but he's in such range of being KO'd here. Wake Up Slap doesn't go, counter doesn't go, but Bone Rush for Lucario does.
Is it gonna be
juggling him, treble Bone Rush.
Treble Bone Rush to 1 HP, and now one more projectile or hit is going to finish off the Machamp, as we have seen, ladies and gentlemen.
And what else could it be other than a Bone Rush? Oh, that is really, really nicely done. So we've got Machamp coming in here, but he's hit with a Bone Rush by Lucario. Very, very nicely done there. Machamp coming in, hitting, but not quite doing enough there. Now Lucario's coming in, getting that combo into the Bone Rush. He's about halfway through the game already.
Halfway through the game, and Lucario didn't take any damage at all. This must make XAbsoluted definitely happy. Machamp now needs to get off the big damage as soon as possible, especially when he's able to deal more damage, but at the moment it looks like a perfect.
He's working literally on a perfect, throwing out those aura spheres very nicely, running around. If he can hit with just one more of those, he's going to win the game. And actually maybe even working on a perfect.
Oh!
And it is, I believe. No, yes. Doesn't come up as a perfect. I think it may well have been. And XAbsoluted takes the second set with a very, very different game plan. That was not the game we've been seeing from XAbsoluted.
No, definitely not. And ladies and gentlemen, since this is best of 5, we are heading now into the 4th match. Goreson already won. XAbsoluted took 2. So this is gonna be our 4th match, and we already started. Machamp didn't get off a bulk up yet. You may be fearing that it gets punished like this time around. Lucario did a really nice punish there on the bulk up, jumping over Machamp, trying to go for a grab, but unfortunately couldn't land it. And again, Lucario is in the life lead.
He really is. Machamp, I mean, Lucario, XAbsoluted, really reacting to what Goreson's been doing. Goreson uses lots of grabs, XAbsoluted has been punishing with normal attacks. Goreson's been using bulk up, XAbsoluted's been punishing with his Bone Rush. We've seen some brilliant adaptation from XAbsoluted here, and that really is what's putting him in the lead in this game.
Well, you can never be certain against the Machamp. It just needs one more hit, and it deals a huge amount of damage. Machamp tries to get in close, calls for help. Jirachi coming out. He is close now, but he didn't land the hit, and Lucario jumps over and punishes the... Oh, speaking about punish, Machamp gets off the grab.
So much damage there from the grab. It just does so much. Now we see the counter attack, and after it looked like Lucario was right on the verge of victory and completely in command, out comes Machamp.
Oh, is this gonna hit? No.
No, unfortunately the burst attacks do not hit when the other person is using their synergy burst. So a really nicely timed synergy burst there, getting rid of the Aura Blast. But now we critical hit, and that means that XAbsoluted is now on match point. All it's going to take now is one more little win, and XAbsoluted is going into winner semi-finals to face off against the fabulous Fabulous.
That one was really... Oh, Ross, stop it, please. So, back to the game. Machamp punishes the blocking Lucario by going for a grab. This is the attack triangle, ladies and gentlemen. Lucario is back on the wall. Machamp looks really angry at the moment. Well, Lucario comes back, gets in close with a Bone Rush, followed by a combo. Now Lucario is trying to get in close by jumping around and punishing the air.
Lovely anti-airs there from Lucario, knocks Machamp right out of the air, and even manages to go through that counter attack, throws out those Aura Spheres that we've seen a lot more the last couple of games. Now we see the bulk up from Goreson, and he hits with a big counter attack, taking XAbsoluted down to just 55 hit points remaining, and now here comes the Synergy Burst.
Synergy Burst, and Machamp is pumped and ready to deal damage. Oh no, we see. Good block. Oh, this is gonna hit. No,
got some block up just in time.
Well-timed block, but still Machamp got the life lead there.
Oh, now this is gonna hit, however.
Oh.
This Aura Blast is going to hit. It's gonna do a huge amount of damage to Machamp. Not quite get the KO, but 23 hit points, and now I think we're just going to see some Aura Spheres coming out from XAbsoluted.
He needs one more hit, and only 10 seconds left, but he goes for the hit, knocks out Machamp.
And XAbsoluted is going to be moving on to face Fabulous in the winners semi-finals. We saw more and more zoning as that game went on.
Definitely.
In the early game,